everyone, welcome to the Christmas tray workshop. So there's two different varieties that you may have ordered with this workshop. So you may have this one, the Dear Santa tray, or you may have the fresh cut Christmas tree tray. Both the stencils are going to work exactly the same. It's just going to be a matter of what your design actually looks like and what you're actually stenciling. The Dear Santa tray is a little bit more intricate. So there's a few more pieces you'll be painting if you've got the Christmas tree one. It's a little bit less complicated. So, but everything is the same process. Everything is exactly the same. So what you're going to start off with is you're going to grab your stencil and you're going to start to peel the edge. So what's going to happen is your vinyl is going to stick to this clear outside carrier sheet. And you're going to want to go really slowly. So I've pre-peeled this once for you guys, which means that it should come off pretty easily. But still just go slowly, make sure all the pieces are sticking. If anything stays stuck down to this back sheet, what you would do is just put it back down, and then you're going to want to just go over it, rub the spot. Your goal is obviously to get everything to stick to the clear transfer. Okay, so once you do that, you can get rid of this sheet. It's now garbage. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take your stencil and you're gonna figure out kind of where you want to place it. Once you place it, that's kind of where it's going. So just kind of keep that in mind. Put it right there. All right. So once it's down on the piece of wood, what you're going to want to do is you're going to just want to go over all these tiny little areas because you're going to want to get that vinyl, because next what you're going to do is you're going to remove that carrier sheet and the vinyl is going to actually stay stuck down to your tray. So this design's got, like I said, it's a little bit more complicated if you've got the Christmas tree one. A little less intricate, so just make sure you're going, especially letters inside of letters like the B and the A, basically pieces that aren't attached, you just want to pay special attention to. And then along the cracks, obviously these are sanded, so it's going to be pretty even, but there still might be tiny little discrepancy in those cracks, so just make sure you're paying special attention to that spot. All right, so then when you're ready, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pick a corner. Any corner works. And you are going to slowly begin to pull this clear transfer tape back. Obviously this time around you want your vinyl to stay stuck down to the board because that is going to be your stencil. But like I said, you're going to want to go slowly. You're going to want to watch your tiny little pieces. And then another thing that's really handy is if you've got some sort of scraper tool, maybe you have your own Cricut, or you've done one of these workshops in the past that you have a scraper. Let me grab mine, show you guys. Or even you can improvise. Anything with just that flat surface like this is really going to make a heck of a difference when it comes to peeling those little tiny spots. Like I said, you're going to want to go slow. And the beginning is always the hardest. So maybe I should have picked a corner with something that's not quite so intricate as this cursive letter. But normally once you get some momentum going with the pull, things tend to stay down a little easier. It's just always that very first corner. And then if you do have something that's coming up that's not sticking down, don't ever go in at it this way. Lay your transfer tape back over it and go that direction. That's simply because if you start like on this side, and that was like to fold over on each other, then it just starts to stick and it's just a hot mess. So in my experience, that is your very best bet. So with these bigger pieces, maybe up to you how you want to pull this transfer off. If you want to just stick with the one corner, if you want to pull it straight down, it's really going to matter how it's working for you. And every piece of wood is different. It's so funny as I do more of this stuff. I'll have one that I'll do, and like every single piece will just stay stuck down, no problem. Easiest thing on the planet. And then I go do another one, and typically it's the one I'm recording, and it just doesn't want to stick. So I've come down to thinking that it's usually the grain of the wood, the stain. I mean, it could be anything at this point. It could be the position of the moon. I don't know. And if you're peeling and you're not paying attention and you accidentally peel a piece up, it's not the end of the world. Just stop what you're doing, peel it off the transfer, and if you gotta just hand place it where it goes, it's not the end of the world. So slowly but surely, you'll get through this. Like I said, it's always the one that I'm videotaping that has to be the pain in the butt. You're probably already done peeling yours, because yours is probably working beautifully for you. So you'll just go ahead, you'll go through it. Making sure each little piece is stuck down. Like I said, there's not really much of a secret besides just making sure that you're rubbing over those pieces and just taking it slow. As you go, just paying attention, making sure your vinyl's sticking where it needs to stick. Usually, like I said, the biggest frustrating little pieces are going to be in between the letters. But always remember, this is your project. Sometimes when I have these really intricate cursive and like the loop and the L doesn't want to stay, I just say whatever and I just paint over it, and just sometimes you're not even gonna notice. So feel free to ad-lib. So I'm not gonna make you watch me do this whole thing, but go through it slowly but surely. Making sure you're just paying attention to your little letters. If you've got a piece that comes up with this, you can always pick it off and stick it back down. It's not the end of the world. Basically just pay attention to what's going on and take it slow, and it will work out for you.